As always, every weekend's a busy motorsports weekend on the ESPN family of networks. Tomorrow morning, pre-race edition of NASCAR Now, ESPN 2, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. NHRA action this weekend's the Virginia Nationals, qualifying at 7 Eastern tomorrow. The finals on Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern. And then, of course, tomorrow night, the Bank of America 500. Race 5 in the chase, ABC 7 Eastern Time, and they'll wrap it up on NASCAR Now after the race, 11:30 Eastern Time on ESPN 2. Second red flag of tonight's NASCAR Nationwide Series event for rain, but one more time it stopped raining. They're dry on the track, starting to see some lighter gray there. That means where it's getting dry, and we hope to load these drivers back up and go back racing here in just a little while. We talked about a little bit earlier, Justin Allgaier had a phenomenal finish at the Talladega race last weekend for the ARCA Series. It sure got our attention.
2.66 miles to go at Talladega. Joey Logano with a big run. He's got Justin Allgaier right behind him.
There's a wide open road.
Oh, what a move. How about that? Joey Logano tries to come up. He's not got enough time. Justin Allgaier will win at Talladega.
That's pretty cool, and if you look inside our ESPN pit studio, that yellow uniform there is a little different than the dark sports coats we're all wearing. We saw Justin sitting on his pit box just down behind us here. Rusty said, come on up, and we thought we'd talk with him just a little while. What was that like, being in the middle of that race at Talladega last weekend?
Well, I mean, you look at a guy like Joey Logano that's had as much success over here as he has, and then all the rest of the ARCA competitors. I mean, it was a great race for us. I mean, we really went into Talladega with no hopes. We finished second at Daytona, but we knew we got lucky at Daytona, and you know, we just wanted to go there and have fun and get as many points as possible. And you know, Penske Racing helped us out with an engine for that race. It was our Dodge, and it was a great fit. I mean, right there at the end, we gave Joey the shove that he needed to get to the lead, and then he actually got out away from me, and we were able to get a run back by him. So it was a great way to end the Talladega race for us. It was a great weekend, and we're looking forward to going back.
Justin, you've had a great year in the ARCA Series. Win at Talladega, then the week before, won on the road course at New Jersey. That was a big win for you. With the other ones you've had this year, too, a lot of big wins there. But now you're in the Nationwide Series, man. This is one step up for sure. What's it like out there? This is your first time here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Lowe's Motor Speedway, right?
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing, okay. You're running on the top of the track, the middle, the bottom of the track. What's the feel? I mean, what's going through your body right now knowing you're at Charlotte for the first time amongst all these different competitors?
Well, I mean, I think anytime you talk about Charlotte, you know the best. When you come to Charlotte, it's totally different than anywhere else. And to be the first time in the Nationwide Series, it's been really fun so far. I mean, all the competitors have been great. And, you know, it's just different. There's a lot of different names, a lot of different people, a lot of people I'm not used to racing against. I think that's been the biggest thing, and learning the car. I mean, we've been a little bit tight all night, a lot tight all night, and just been fighting that and trying to get moving forward and trying to get that Penske truck rental Dodge up towards the front. But fortunately, we've been able to stay on the lead lap, which has been pretty amazing. We've been catching the cautions at the right time, but we're just not up as far as we'd like to be.
They said you wanted to keep all the fenders on the car when we talked to you before the start of the race. You've had an opportunity, at least one opportunity tonight, to not keep all the fenders on the car. How'd you get through this?
Not really sure, to be honest with you. The spotter was already calling cut left, and I kind of saw, you know, the 19 moving up, and I knew that it probably wasn't going to be good. So I just started my way to the left and had to turn a little bit harder than what I thought I was going to. But you know, it's just been a crazy night. I mean, I think if you watch any of the guys out there, they've all been racing really hard, and I think everybody wants to win at Charlotte. So it's made for that much more of an eventful night. And in the rain, it's just we're just out there biding our time and trying to get to the end of this race. We got together a little bit with Brian Vickers in the middle of the race there and got a door mark on the left side. But other than that, it's been pretty event-free.
Yeah, but the fenders are still clean.
That's exactly right. I'll tell you what. You know what, Justin, you have a great reputation. You're a young man, but you have a great reputation as being a hands-on, hard-working young man who's going to earn his way up to the top. You step up into these Nationwide cars. How difficult of a step is it, or is it something that you and your mindset that you've been ready for, you know, this whole time?
Well, I mean, I definitely think it's a big jump for me. A lot of times when you move up a series, I think, you know, just the competition level elevates. You know, for me in the ARCA series, we're able to run some laps and kind of calm in and get into a rhythm. Whereas here, these guys are going, you know, wide open at the very first lap and you know, really not slowing down much. I think the biggest thing here is you get attrition with the way that the cars are set up. You know, the cars are starting to slow down on a long run, and the drivers just can't physically drive them any faster, or else they would. And I think that that's what is going to elevate a little bit step further yet when you get to the Cup side, that, you know, just it's going to be a strong point to make sure you get that car 100% right, and the guy that gets the car right is going to be there at the end. And I think the Cup drivers coming over here are able to do that a little bit better than some of the guys that, like myself, that are maybe newer. And I think that's why you see the Cup guys run up front every week, because they're used to having to get that car right, and it pays off in the end.
Now you're trying to win the ARCA Series championship. You're looking at this rain and probably thinking, I've got someplace else I've got to be later this weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got an early flight out in the morning, so probably not going to get much sleep tonight. But that's all right. I mean, when you got the adrenaline pumping, sleep is overrated. I mean, you can sleep when you die, I guess, right?
You're a young guy.
So we're gonna try to get this race in tonight, and you know, the Penske Truck Reynolds Dodge has been awesome. So we're just going to stick out the rain. I mean, I think it's pretty much stopped now. Get the track dry and get back out there, get the rest of this race in, and then get whatever little sleep I can and get on the plane tomorrow and head to Toledo.
You don't need sleep when you're 25. Wait till you're 60 like Rusty. You don't sleep.
Wow.
I go to bed at 9 o'clock, you know. I wake up like 10 in the afternoon.
Wow.
You rough me up. But that's okay. I do get tired a lot. Justin, great job today, buddy. So far, you're looking good.
Absolutely.
We don't want to jinx you or nothing, but we always bring good luck up here.
That's right. That's what we're all about. Good
You've got
mojo.
the fenders on it. You got a goal. Yeah. You got a good car. You got a good team. You got a good head on your shoulders. I think you're doing a great job out there. So continue on, buddy.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. Thank you guys for having me up here. I watch you guys all the time, so it's nice to be on this side of the camera than the other side.
Like you told me earlier today, you won't be watching as much anymore if you have your way soon, because you'll be out there in the middle of it.
That's
That's
right.
a good thing. Justin Allgaier with us in the pit studio while we're waiting out the red flag. Drivers are out there just waiting for the cue to jump in, strap up, and get back racing here in Charlotte.
$83 laps in the books here at the Dollar General. 300 under a red flag for the second time tonight because of rain showers. The field parked on pit road. Kyle Busch, who has led the last 30 laps, sitting at front of the field there in the 18 car as the leader. Mike Wallace there driving double duty for the weekend, and everybody knows Mike and his cousin Lauren, who does the commercials with him. Let's check in with Lauren Wallace.
I'm Mike Wallace.
Lauren Wallace, greatest thing that ever climbed into a race car.
He plays our third cousin, twice removed, our third 3 times removed.
When it comes to Mike Wallace, the story ends with me putting him in the wall.
He's a cocky 12-year-old.
You know, those commercials are kind of cute, but I don't really care about that. What I care about is racing.
In real life, he's a real passive, real smart little guy, and fun to be around.
I love you too!
He's asked to come to some races this year, come hang out with us a little bit. Who do you think's more popular, me, Mike Wallace, or you, Lauren Wallace, from the Geico commercials?
Isn't it obvious? I mean, come on! I'm the future of racing, not this guy.
He's just a great actor. Now he's known as Lauren Wallace. I'm Mike Wallace.
Well, you know, for a guy who threatened to put Mike Wallace in the wall, you guys look awfully chummy. What do you think of that guy?
Well, I'll tell you what, that's why he's not here tonight, okay? He always threatens to put me in the fence, and I'm not going to drag him to these races with me, you know? He's my arch nemesis, second cousin, once removed, Lauren Wallace, but you've seen who's got the upper hand. You see who's in the race car tonight.
With him not here, it seems like the door's wide open and possibly get to victory lane, and so far, you've done a pretty good job. Started 31st all the way up to 7th. How good is that car?
The Geico Toyota Camry is really, really good. I mean, we drove straight up to 7th, or 80 laps into it. Everything's going really well. I'm really excited about it. All the effort that was put forth. You know, we were the first car out to practice today, or qualify, excuse me. And we didn't run very good, so we got ourselves in the back, but our car was really good in practice, and excited about going to front. I really think I got something, the capabilities to win the race here tonight. Pumped up. We're running the Cup race here tomorrow. All the guys are doing a great job, and you know, it's just fun to be here. The weather's so great. It's wonderful out. And Lauren Wallace isn't here.
He's not here, and that may open the door, like we said, to get to victory lane, Shannon. He's pretty pumped up.
Well, down here with David Reagan, we're just checking out the track. I think it's pretty dry. I know you're itching to get back out there. How's the car tonight? Our discount tire fork's got some pretty good speed to it. We made an adjustment on our first stop, and car kind of came to life. So looking forward to making it a little bit better, and feel like it's got good speed. We just got to get up toward the front and try to finish this race out before midnight or something crazy like that.
That would be good. This has been a tremendous season for you this year. I just want to talk about last week's run at Talladega. You guys ran up front, led some laps. Have you had a lot of drivers come up and congratulate you on having such a great run last week?
Yeah, you have a few of the guys come up, and certainly you earn a little bit of respect when you can run a few restrictor plate races and finish good, and it's just not a fluke or anything. And, you know, very fortunate to have good cars and good engines, and Jimmy and the guys always prepare a great car at the restrictor plate races, and you know, we've just got to keep working on putting that total package together. You know, we've been good at some of the mile and a halves. We've got Martinsville coming up next week, so, you know, we're really close to really having our program exactly where we want it, but still a few more races to go. I think we'll be good.
Yeah, of course, last week a great run for the 6 Cup team, and tonight a great run for David Rankin in the Nationwide Series. Dave?
Shannon, another good run to the front for Kyle Busch. After starting 16th, adjustments must have helped as well in this last run?
We didn't make any.
None at all?
No, this thing's pretty sporty, so kind of left it alone and decided that, you know, we just put tires on it, see what the tires did, and then play it out from there.
Very nice. Let's talk paint scheme a little bit, because I saw your late model earlier this year with the NOS scheme on it. Thought that was pretty cool. This is the first time they've been primary on here. And I understand the first go-around with the scheme you had a little opinion on. They might have gotten it a little bit better.
Yeah, the carbon on my late model is black and a brighter blue. And this thing just kind of got lost a little bit. So I was like, you know, let's try to change it up a little bit. And the carbon fiber, they kind of, you know, blew it up. And that's supposed to be carbon fiber, by the way, Dave.
Yes.
Okay.
Chris, come over here, by the way, while we're talking about this. Carbon fiber-esque, we'll call it. But so the grid came out in larger pieces than that was supposed to be, right?
Yeah, it kind of looked like a little bit like Dale Jr.'s car from Daytona earlier this year. You know, the National Guard scheme with just the blocks and everywhere. So they changed it up, made it a little smaller. I think it looks a little bit better. But, you know, car looks great out front anyways, and hopefully in victory lane even better.
Jamie, you can't drive a car if it doesn't look cool enough.
Well, he seems to be pretty happy about it, so that's good to see. But I'm here with David Stremme, Stephen Wallace. They're running 18th and 19th. You guys are really fast in practice, so what's going on here tonight so far?
Well, probably the main reason we went out very early in qualifying, and we lost a lot of track position because it was very sunny out, and it took 2 hours to qualify everybody, and track cooled down quite a bit. But Davis Chevrolet's been pretty good. We're trying to get track position. Took 2 tires at last stop, and it didn't work out. We've lost some ground, probably back where we're at. So we're going to take 4 tires here and get going. Our times are pretty good. We were running about 5th place times, but we got to get up there in track position.
New look for you, of course. He's running the Avis car, as he mentioned, all red. And Stephen, you guys tried a different strategy that last pit stop.
Yeah, Jamie, we did. You know, our 5-hour car is not as strong as we want it to right now. You know, we put on 4 tires there. You know, a lot of guys took 2, and we lost some track position. But our car was really, really loose on new tires and those low air pressures. So we're going to try and figure out something here. You know, we're going to move some air around, maybe put some wedge in, and maybe a spring rubber or something to try and get our 5-hour car a little bit better. But it's just really, really, really loose on new tires, and we're just losing a lot of time there at the start and falling back. So hopefully we get the thing tightened up, and then when we throw the green, we'll be a little better.
All right, let's see if we can get these guys out on the track. 66, 64. We'll see if they can turn it up after those adjustments, Doc.
Boy, that would be nice for Rusty Wallace Incorporated. Of course, Stephen, back-to-back top 5 finishes earlier in the year. 2 poles a year ago. David Stremme, 2 runner-up finishes in 2008. Still looking for that elusive first victory, but he had a great car in happy hour and getting better here as the race progressed.